Good evening. I'm Raquel. We have Jesse, Ginger, and Range. And tonight we're going to watch this animated movie called Redline, and it's on Tubi for free. Let me know if you guys are ready.
I'm
Go
nowhere
for
near
it.
ready. 'Cause I'm still making dinner and I'm on my phone.
Go
Let's
for it.
go for it. Yes.
All right. Now.
Sounds like a plan. Damn it, deranged. I went to go pour a bunch of freaking, or a handful of meat tortellini in my bowl, and I poured like almost an entire bowl. I don't need an entire bowl.
Where?
Now I can't pour it back into the bag because plastic bag. And I'm too intoxicated to figure this shit out right now.
Nice hook of smoking furries.
Damn it! I just had a piece of meat tortellini just commit suicide.
Animation style is good.
Mm-hmm.
Or damn it! There goes the second one. Commit suicide on the goddamn floor. You haven't even arranged.
Where?
I'll give you a wah. It's a size 9.5. It's going up straight up here.
Don't threaten me with a good time. I like that psycho man.
Hmm.
Raquel, you said it was on Tubi, right?
Yep. I put it in the chat. It's in the public chat, too.
Hey. God damn. Fucking trash it off my fucking foot. Goddamn noise.
Hey, that's not gonna win the whole damn thing.
Indeed.
So this is basically like Death Race.
I don't know what Death Race is.
A race where if you lose, you die.
Oh, I thought you meant.
It's called Death Race. It's about a death race.
I thought you mentioned a movie. I'm sorry.
It would be a comedy if it was called Death Race. Because then, they crash a lot because they can't hear each
There's a
other.
lot of crashes in here, so yeah.
What's y'all's timestamp out of curiosity?
Sure. I'm at 8 minutes and 44 seconds.
I'm just at 8:41.
Okay. By the clap. I did pose a query in the chat.
Oh, you did?
I did. Hey, now y'all know how I feel when I'm playing Horizon 4. Yes, so maybe you're a creep.
Well, that's dirty pool.
What's dirty what?
Pool. Dirty pool.
What's wrong with a little bit of dirty pool? As long as you don't poop in the pool.
I'm in an ad.
All right, pause.
Ads are for suckers.
Well, are you a sucker too?
Titty sucker, maybe.
Okay.
Doesn't make me a bad American.
No, if you didn't like sucking titty,
I'll
that'd
pause
make
it
you a
because I'm a
bad
nice guy.
American. I'm at 1240.
12:30.
1230.
Yeah.
I have no idea what my timestamp is.
Yeah, I'm at 1240.
All right. I'm gonna play myself ahead here.
I haven't a clue what my timestamp is because I'm in the middle of making second dinner
I'm having second dinner right now.
because I'm a fatty.
And who knows, he might have third dinner before it's all said and done.
Touche.
So what's this question he was querying about here?
All right, now I need sauce and cheese.
I'm with Raquel. You do you, dude. Are we still commercialing?
I don't know, Jesse.
What'd you say?
Are you still on commercials?
Oh no, I said I called it the timestamp before.
Oh.
I'm at 1409 now.
Oh, well.
Okay. I'm just gonna play it till we get to 14. Can you pause it there?
Not bad look for cartoon girls.
It gets better.
Okay. I'm at, what you're at? What 14? What, Jesse?
1421.
Okay, I am just about there
Yeah, me too. And
now.
now, yeah. Well, that was sucky. He sabotaged his friend's ride.
Mm-hmm. Looks like his friend got hurt too in the process.
Mm-hmm.
God dang Scanner.
Queso? Well, that's it. Nominator leading. Hi, Gideon. Always that sweet of her. I got an angel keeping my chair warm. Giddy. Aww. Hi, Pumpkin. Oh, that was good. What are you doing? Probably shit me. Oh, yeah. Piece of July, scumbag. We'll see. A lot of these drivers sound like a bunch of pussies.
The guy who looks like he's taking a crap.
This guy sounds a lot like Biden.
They're like, "Are you my daddy?"
Maybe.
I'm getting ready for an ad. or several actually.
All right, I'm pausing.
Yeah, like 23, 25.
Look out my white caps like that. $23 what?
23, 25.
All right.
I can't look until start.
What you having, Ginger?
Tortellini,
Hmm.
meat, and cheese because, well,
Start it
Deranged
back up.
couldn't make it this morning.
All right, play.
I'm at 23:20.
All right.
Damn, that bitch is psycho.
Still got my mojo.
Hey, you know what? For a race car driver, that's important. Mojo is key.
I like this old dude.
You would like this old dude. Nah, I'm playing. Skull to that. Right. Wrench turning is an important job, but so is fucking driving the machine. Hmm. Girl after my own heart. Hmm. Am I the dirty old man who heard if you stick it in your taint, you have unlimited power? Y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I guess I am the only dirty old man who heard if you put it in your taint, you have unlimited power.
Other words, blockhead.
Getting ready for an ad.
All right, I'm pausing it.
Whereabouts are we in the movie?
3612.
Okay. About 16 seconds ahead.
There's a scene coming up you don't want to miss in 10 minutes. And yes, I have seen this before.
Ah. I was debating on buying a game today, and I posted it in a group I follow on, well, what I like to call Life Invader, which everyone else calls Facebook. I'm glad I hadn't, because apparently the player reviews of it are not that great. It's a game called Pixark. So all right. So I like Minecraft. I enjoy Minecraft. It's good every once in a while, and I enjoy Ark Survival Evolved. Pixark is essentially a smash up of both of them. This is where my tongue stops working. Pixark is a mashup of both Minecraft and Ark Survival Evolved, where it's got the blocky nature of Minecraft, but it's also got the dinos of Ark. I saw it today at Walmart for like $11, and I'm like, I'll consort the hive mind. Consult, rather, not consort. I'll consult the hive mind about it. So I took a picture of it, shared it to the Facebook group, and they're like, essentially the general consensus is the
Start
game
it back
sucks,
up.
so I didn't buy it.
All right, play. What
You
time are
said
you at, Jesse?
35.
$36.15.
Oh wow, you're way ahead of me.
36:28.
All right.
36. Oh shit, y'all are way ahead of me.
Do you don't want to pause so we can wait you to
No, not
catch
really.
up? Not really. Okay.
I'm over it. I'm playing Fallout 76 times, so I don't really have
Pause
much
at
time to
36:31.
pay attention to the game or to the movie itself. I'm looking down while I'm in the midst of a conversation. That's about it.
Well, you too. What's everybody's timestamp?
41:48.
Infinity.
I'm way behind. Oh well, it don't matter. It's all good.
40:48. Bitch is full of her damn self.
Where did Jesse go? You don't want to miss the scene, so I would pay attention.
$25K to one. Hell,
Right when I
that's
said that, I just froze.
Hmm?
The movie froze on my end.
It froze.
Mhm.
I'll pause.
I'll pause too.
It'll let me. There you go.
What's your timestamp?
47:32.
46:11.
$46 what now?
47:32.
Well,
I'm at 46:11.
okay. I'm tired, but it's too late to go to bed.
What time do you have? What time do you have to be up?
I work at 6:30, so I have to leave here by 6. I mean, if I was to try to sleep 2.5 hours, I can't guarantee I wake up.
I've been there, man.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
Hopefully tomorrow doesn't suck too bad, though. I'll just go to sleep when I come home.
Got any sick time saved up?
Oh, no.
Ugh.
Besides, it's peak. They won't be having that.
Ugh.
Are you still frozen?
Where are we at?
Yeah, what's your timestamp?
Computer's frozen. I was right with you.
And where were you at? Where were you at, Raquel?
47:32.
I'm just barely past you.
Can I show you guys something?
Sure. Go ahead.
No, it's not responding. Great. Emma, you could do a computer. I just ordered this for my son for Christmas. And Not responding. We. All right, can you see that?
Yeah,
Not
but
at the moment. I'm in the middle
it's
of
just a
fight.
white
Sorry.
screen right now. I can't really click on it. Hold on a minute. Okay, I got it now.
That's Devastator.
Devastator button. Oh yeah,
Looks good, right?
yeah. One of the
It's-
many Decepticons I wish I actually had as a kid.
Yeah, because like they don't sell this in a store.
Oh, they
It's
did.
500
You just
bucks,
had to
but
buy them
it's-
piece by piece,
Exactly.
do
It's
now.
500 bucks, but 6 different Transformers.
Yep. Now it's like 8.
I don't know why it's taking so long to load these pictures. But each one of the different Transformers still individually transforms,
Yep.
and then transforms the big thing. Oh, come on. Oh, well. I was trying to show a picture.
I saw it.
Yeah, it shows them all separate, though. Now it's not doing anything.
So you bought him all of the Decepticons that create Devastator?
Yeah, they sell it all as one set.
That's awesome. Your
That's
little dude's
they
gonna
only
have a
made
nerd
300
gadget
of
when that
these.
opens up all those presents.
I don't know. I think it all comes in one thing because it says they only made 300 from this set because they said they took the original one and they made a lot of the pieces better.
All right.
But it doesn't feel like loading pictures right now.
What's great is all the third-party guys because I mean Hasbro does. I will say Hasbro does a good job at making the Transformers. Of course, that's their freaking thing. They make Transformers. One of many things they do. But
Yeah, it's one of their bread and butters.
third-party guys, they take into account. I mean, you're paying for a premium once you go to the third-party companies, but like I said, you're paying for a premium. But the Transformers you get from third-party companies, they are built to the nines, as they say.
Mm-hmm. What's the timestamp again? This movie reloaded itself.
All right, 47:32 is where I'm at.
Close enough for me.
Should I resume now?
I'm at 47:47.
All right, I'm playing then.
I can't even hit play. I'm at 47:49. Just tell me when.
Now.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
I don't want to get it now. I don't want to get it at all.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but
Yep.
there's a lot of buzzing noise.
I don't know what that is.
There's like a lot of static in the back.
I have no clue what it is. I shut everything down.
Something tells me you won't be able to handle that kind of power.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now I have an ad. It's the first
Alright.
time I've had an ad since I started this movie.
I'm at 57.
I turned around and I got an ad too.
It's because God hates us.
As he said, inconvenient
Advertisers
as
love it.
possible.
Fuck Old Navy.
Oh, this is weird.
What's weird?
Commercial.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm back.
I'm almost there.
Okay, I'm at 50-21. That sounded like one hell of a bong rip.
Yeah, I'm at 50-15. Good to go.
Oh, I want to smoke so bad, but the shit I have is just trash. just realized this. Where'd the ranger vanish to?
He's having tech problems.
Oof.
I'm still on pause.
Same.
All right.
Why are you still paused?
Because we thought you were still in ads.
No, I said I was done. All good.
I never heard that, unfortunately. It's 300 kilometers per hour. That's it.
Hey, Jesse, are you still on pause?
No,
I
it's
just
been on
for it.
pause for a long time.
Where are you at right now?
I'm at like
54
51.30
minutes.
and change.
See what?
I'm at 54. He's at 51 something.
All right, we'll wait for
51.30
you.
and change. 51.50.
All right. I'm just gonna play it.
I need a hyper disintegrator cannon. It would destroy all of my president's opponents at a mere thought. It would be glorious. Oh, I just got an ad.
All right, I'm pausing. I'm at 1 hour and 56 seconds.
And I'm back.
All right. I'm going to resume play.
1 hour, 2 minutes, and 15 seconds and climbing. God damn it. Fucking asshole headphones. Fuck Christ, I didn't piss me off. Scumbags. Vader Zim. The time has come. Execute Order 66. Sounds like somebody's cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Voltron troops?
Mm.
I did hear what I thought I heard, right? Voltron troops?
I'm not sure.
I thought I heard Voltron troops. If I did, I'm going to be very offended. Because Voltron is the guardian of the universe. And if they use that name to mean a bad guy, I'm going to be pissed. Yeah, if I didn't know any better, I'd say somebody's cheating. Because I don't think they're supposed to be shooting in a race.
Yeah, they don't want the other racers to win.
I gathered.
Did Jesse go to sleep?
I'd say that's entirely plausible.
Mm. Mm.
The music makes me think of the Matrix.
I gotta say, the rides in this movie are pretty sweet.
Say that again?
The rides, they're pretty sweet in this movie.
Totally. I'm seriously astounded that Square Enix hasn't snatched up the rights to this shit and tried to make a vehicular combat game about it.
Well, this was from 2011.
So?
Okay. So they haven't gotten their hands on it yet.
So wait, all these racers are going on and these assholes are trying to kill them. Meanwhile, they are breeding a racer and probably a car uh, while this entire race is going on, for them to just drop him in the middle of the race and win, or try to.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's kind of dickish.
Well, there are no rules in this race, so anything goes.
That's shitty.
Well, it makes it more exciting, doesn't it?
No, it just really pisses me off because it means that cheating is allowed, and in a race, cheating is not allowed, period.
Well, I get you, but it raises the stakes. You know what I mean?
Meh. Square Enix could definitely make a vehicular combat game about this, because Square Enix loves their anime.
What's your timestamp right now?
1:12:02.
All right, I'm a couple seconds behind you. Are you seeing the yellow car spinning? No, never mind.
Yeah, spinning out of control, seemingly, and just skipping across the water like it's no big deal. That dude would not only be unconscious, that dude would be fucking dead. The hell? Something
Don't
digging
ask.
around in his mouth?
I
The
know.
fuck? You said you've seen this before?
Yes. Just wait to the almost end part. That's where it gets really strange.
Like her car transforming into a mech
Well, that too,
with
but
giant gleamy boobs?
Transformers, anyone?
If you like this movie, I really think you'd like the game Xenogears.
Xenogears?
Yes. XENO gears, as in, well, a cog, a gear, but plural. Reject from a porno. Maybe. Buh, buh. A Voltron, not Voltron.
Okay.
Oh, oh. I thought they got blown up.
So do you work today?
Nope. Today is sadly my Sunday.
And then you work tomorrow, correct?
Until next Monday.
Until next Monday.
I'm just gonna say bad form.
All right. Nobody can run that fast.
Huh?
Nobody can run that fast. How fast these cars are going. Getting tired?
A little bit.
Me too.
It's mostly the alcohol.
And the food.
Yeah. Well, that didn't look good.
Mm-hmm.
Engineering damage report. We're fucked, sir. Oh. Oh. It's Funky Boy. Blame it on fandom. He did it. I watched him do it. Oh. Ooh. I'm calling shenanigans.
Oh, it gets better. Trust me. You won't see it coming.
That's what she said?
Well, her ride's trash.
Do we really have time for all this exposition?
Might as well.
I mean, they do have a race to win.
Mm-hmm. $2. Well, it's not much of a weapon then.
Mhm.
Oh, here comes the same.
And I have an ad.
Ah, man. Just right at the good part.
Of course. I don't give a shit about the goddamn mass dancing, you fucking assholes. I got like 10 seconds left.
Okay.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And play. Come on, computer, play. There you go. So this guy's not a monster.
No, not at all.
No, the guy is now a monster.
Oh. I thought you were saying he's not a monster.
No, he is a monster now. That weird
I see that.
fish creature.
It looks a little personal to me.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
You're good.
Chill out. Fuck you. Yo, mom's gonna get there first. Maybe. Oh, yep, probably. And the car blows up.
What? Where that came from? Boy, here's margarine.
Love. Oh.
That's it. So, what do you thought about the movie?
Definitely interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. With the vehicles and stuff, and other strange
Indeed.
stuff. Are you gonna stay up a
And
little
I'll say we
longer?
have a hell of a view of Jesse's counter.
I think he passed out. That guy works so hard.
Mm-hmm.
He has to, what? It's like 4 o'clock in the morning for him, so he has to get up in
Him
2
and
hours.
me. He lives about 45 minutes away from me. 45 minutes an hour or so.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Are you gonna be up for a
Bleh.
little longer?
I think it's about time for my bedtime.
Oh, you gotta go to bed?
That sounds like a good idea.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm beat.
Mm-hmm.
I've been up since, well, I've been up for over 12 hours.
Mm.
I don't even remember what time I woke up. Somewhere around maybe noon. To quote McHale's Navy, I've been up since about the crack of noon, sir.
Mm.
Oh, kitty. Hi, Angel. Yeah, she's completely and utterly uninterested.
Mm.
Oh, hi, Angel. Oh, it's... Mm. Such a
Kitty.
tough life being a kitty.
Mm-hmm.
I lay around and sleep all day. Maybe get something to eat. Torture your brother. Oh, I almost had it. I saw the leg move. I have still yet to find her yub spot, although I think I'm getting close. She's just very, very determined to hide it.
Mm-hmm.
But she's very loving. She likes giving me kisses and stroking my beard, and such a sweetheart.
Aww.
I get love bites every once in a while.
Hmm.
As I recall, love bites are when a cat essentially claims you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, punk yang. Oh, come here now. It's such a tough life, I know.
Oh, she's a cutie. Aww.
I know, Angel. It's a tough life being a kitty. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I lay around and sleep all day. Occasionally get eat. Torture your brother some more. Then sleep for another 4 to 6 or more hours. Oh, there she goes.
She's like, I had enough. Let me go.
Yep. You have overstimulated me. I must go. Oh god. And tonight I just ordered another copy of the book that I was just showing when Jesse was doing his live stream about Star Wars. Of
That
course,
was intriguing, but also somewhat intense.
yes. And these are all many reasons why I don't believe Disney deserves Star Wars. Because
No,
combined
they
with
effed
what
it up.
Anton and I know about the Star Wars expanded universe, Star Wars is way too dark for a company like Disney to handle adequately.
All right.
Case in point, a character, his name is Darth Bane. I was talking about him during Jesse's stream.
Mm-hmm.
Darth Bane existed about 1,020 years before the movies, and he is the progenitor of the rule of two, from which he learned it from uh, learning from Darth Revan's holocron, among other things that he learned from Revan's holocron. One of the other things that Bane learned from Revan's holocron was a bit of Sith sorcery known as the Thought Bomb, which, had we gotten to that during Jesse's stream, and Anton would have been able to corroborate this. The Thought Bomb, as I said before, was a bit of Sith sorcery, to which its sole purpose was to essentially evaporate, for all intents and purposes, any and all force-wielding entities within the blast radius, essentially killing them and entrapping their soul within the Thought Bomb for essentially eternity. Thing is, about 1,060 some odd years later, Kyle Katarn found the Thought Bomb on the planet known as Ruusan, Ruusan, which was where the final battle between the Brotherhood of Darkness and it was the Brotherhood of Darkness and the Army of Light. That was where the final battle of Ruusan took place. And that was where a Sith Lord named Khan, Kaan, detonated the Thought Bomb, thinking that he and his subordinates, the other Sith from all of the academies around the galaxy, were going to be able to contain the blast. They were wrong. They ended up all being eradicated and entombed within the Thought Bomb for, well, a good 1,000+ years. Meanwhile, Darth Bane, who gave Lord Khan essentially the schematic, if you will, or the incantation for the Thought Bomb, was making his way towards his ship to get the fuck off, essentially to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
And what ended up happening was Darth Bane managed to get out of the blast range just barely in time for the blast to go off. And all the while, Bane was feeling essentially what felt like knives just piercing in the back of his head and just kind of raking their way across the top of his scalp through his brain. And came across a young girl. Her name was Rain. And hopped off his little speeder bike. Or he might have been running, I can't remember which, because it's just been that long since I've read them. Tells her, or gets off, or stops, sees her clutching what I think was called a beeble. It's essentially this little fur ball thing. It's probably about this big, tiny little wings, and this thing is also force sensitive. The days leading up to this, the Sith had amassed themselves on Ruzin and, led by Bane, detonated, or not detonated, created a dark side force maelstrom that was essentially driving all of the indigenous creatures within the area of that maelstrom, driving them insane. The Jedi from the council had standing orders to kill any and all indigenous creatures, life forms, what have you, within that and just outside of that range of the maelstrom. They had standing orders to kill anything that was in that area. And well, this little girl, her ship was damaged. She ended up falling to the planet, barely surviving. And this Babel essentially kept her calm, kept her safe the whole time. She had sort of started a sort of friendship, if you will, with it. Well, as they were continuing on walking through Ruzin, she came across a trio of Jedi. And this Jedi, having just gotten orders to kill any and all force-wielding entities within the blast radius of this maelstrom, still had standing orders to kill anything like that. So they did. Left her alive because they sensed the force in her and somehow knew that she was supposed to be heading to whatever Republic outpost they were, or she was supposed to head to begin her Jedi training, and it's actually what she was supposed to do. Well, they killed her friend, the little Beeble, and because of her anguish, she snapped. She killed 3 Jedi Knights without any formal training with the Force, snapped all 3 of their necks like that. And knelt down, sobbing at this point, clutching her only friend on this planet, this little Beeble that tried to save her life. Well, then Bane found her, now tainted essentially by the dark side, and sees the 3 dead Jedi around her, and he's like, "Do you want revenge for what those Jedi did to your friend?" She looks at him with tears, just crocodile tears just flowing from her eyes. She just kind of nods. He's like, "Come with me." And they start walking towards his ship. And as they're walking, he starts teaching her things about the Force. One of the first things he teaches her is essentially Force Run, basically the ability to go from, we'll say, one side of a football field to the other in the blink of an eye. And I mean, they were doing this in bursts to just so that she could keep up with Bane. And then once they got to Bane's ship, he taught her the first lesson of the Sith, the lesson of cruelty. Essentially, he abandoned her on that planet, but didn't abandon her without reason or without purpose. Tells her, "I'm going to this planet. If you want to continue your training, you are going to find any way possible within your means to get here, to meet me here." He gets in his ship, takes off, and heads to a planet known as Duxun, Dxun. On that planet, he was looking for the tomb of an ancient Sith Lord. His name was Freedon Nad. Freedonnadd. And he was looking for Freedon Nad's holocron. So he gets there and waits for a while to see if his new apprentice would show up. Meanwhile, back on Ruzin, Rain was making her way to wherever she could possibly think that she may find a ship. Ends up coming across a group of Republic salvagers. A farmer, his three sons, and one soldier and a pilot. So one of the soldiers sees, or I think the soldier and the pilot run up to this little girl, and she is, for lack of a better term, exhausted from having run from wherever the hell Bane's ship was to where they are now, and load her up on the ship. They sort of call it quits once they've piled up a decent amount of salvage, pile into the ship and take off. Mind you, they're also headed for a Republic outpost or Republic blockade that's around the planet Ruzin. And while they're on their way there, they put Rain in the cargo hold essentially by herself. So the moment she gets back there, she starts rummaging around looking for any kind of weapon, anything that she could get her hands on that could allow her to take over the ship. She ends up rummaging through this one plastisteel container. Plastisteel. It's a sort of thing that they have in Star Wars. It's sort of like a composite plastic/steel container, hence the name plastisteel. Well, she finds herself a little blaster pistol in this plastisteel container, and one of the sons of the farmer didn't trust her from the moment he met her, and was sort of keeping an eye on her, for lack of a better term. All the while, her father, or the farmer, the son of one of the kids there, was like, "No, don't mind her. She's just a little girl. She's scared." Da, da, da. And he's like, "I don't know, Dad. I don't trust her any farther than I can throw her." Da, da. Well, the moment she finds the blaster, in comes the farmer's son who didn't trust her, and she just kind of points, shoots, doesn't even hesitate, kills the kid instantly. Second farmer's son comes in, and he points and shoots, or she points and shoots him, kills him instantly. She's now getting off the plastisteel container and trying to make her way to the cockpit. She almost gets to the door, and then here comes the farmer, the father of the two boys that she just killed, and he sees his boys, two of his boys, dead at the entrance to the cargo hold, and he drops to his knees, and he's clutching his boys, and she just doesn't even hesitate, just puts the freaking gun to his head and pulls the trigger. The soldier gets up and he goes running back to the fucking cargo hold where all the blaster fire is going on, and he comes around the corner again, doesn't even hesitate, right in the face. So now all that's left is the farmer's third son and the pilot. So Rain makes her way up to the cockpit and tells the pilot, like, puts the blaster pistol to the pilot's head and says, "I want to go here, and you're going to plot the course, or you're going to fucking die, like, right now." And the pilot's like, all right, just hold on a minute. Let me let me just plot the points into the Republic outpost first, and we'll go from there. And she's like, no, you don't understand. I don't want to go to the Republic outpost. I want to go here. And if you don't put the plot points in now, I'm going to kill you and do it myself.
Hmm.
And so the pilot's like, oh, all right, just calm down a minute. Let me put the plot points in. The moment the pilot hits enter on the Navicomputer there, Rain pulls the trigger, blows her freaking head off. And the only one left now is the farmer's third son, who is quite literally pissing himself. I'm pretty sure that Drew Karpyshyn, when he wrote the novels, he put in there that the freaking farmer's only son pissed himself that, well, this little girl just killed all these people, including his father, a soldier, and now a pilot. And, well, he's the only one left with her. And, well, he's sitting in the chair just a gibbering, blah, blah, blah. He's just kind of a blubbering mass. And he's like, hey, don't kill me. I'm a kid just like you. Please don't kill me. She looks him dead in the eye and says, I'm not a kid. I'm a Sith, and pulls the trigger. Mind you, she's 8 years old.
Wow.
She ends up becoming Darth Bane's apprentice. Her name was Darth Zana.
Darth Zana. No, remember, I haven't read the Star Wars books. I'm more familiar with the movies. The only Disney movie I saw was the Force Awakens. The rest I have not seen.
Don't bother. It's trash.
Bother. All right.
Even Anton would agree with me. The Disney Star Wars shit is trash.
What's with this? I heard someone on social media said, what was with the space horses in Star Wars?
I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
Huh?
Maybe I have no idea either. Maybe it was the trailer they saw in one of the movies.
I have no idea. I've seen Rogue One all the way through. I've seen The Force Awakens all the way through. I've seen Solo at least 3/4 of the way through, only because I saw it while I was at work. And whatever one it was where Han died.
Was that The Force Awakens? Let me look.
Honestly, I don't remember. It might have been. But I can tell you with certainty that Han was not supposed to die, like, at all.
I know he survived he barely escaped with his life with that one time. I forget which movie it is. I'm sorry. But then they killed him off. It's like, what?
Well, the thing is that it wasn't Han that was supposed to die. It was Chewie.
Chewie?
Yes, Chewie's supposed to die. But here's the thing, and this is something that pisses both Anton and I both off, because we are huge fans of the actual canon. What ends up happening is Luke reestablishes the Jedi Order. They form the New Republic and also the New Jedi Order. In doing so, shortly thereafter, the remnants of the Empire hunt down and attack Han and Chewie. Chewie ends up dying, and during his funeral on Kashyyyk, Han, Luke, and one of Luke's friends that he had found, he was originally, I think, an Imperial pilot, but he ended up what is it? Ends up essentially going AWOL. His name is Kyle Katarn. Luke meets him at some point. I think Luke was trying to destroy some Imperial outpost. Kyle pretty much had Luke dead to rights. And then Luke convinced him to not pull the trigger because Luke could feel the force within Kyle Katarn. And takes Kyle Katarn to Yavin 4. He begins to train Kyle. Kyle becomes a Jedi. And then, like I said, that was all before the death of Chewbacca. After the death of Chewbacca, during his funeral, they meet Chewie's nephew, Lobaka.
Okay.
Lobaka ends up having a connection to the Force, much like more than likely his uncle did, Chewbacca. Lobaka ends up joining Kyle and Luke at Yavin 4, and they begin to train Lobaka to become a Jedi. Imagine, if you will, a 9-foot tall, and as Leia calls it, walking carpet. A 9-foot tall walking carpet wielding a double-bladed yellow lightsaber.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
It is terrifying. But that's what Lobaka became. Lobaka became a Jedi Knight.
I would like to see a Wookiee wielding a lightsaber.
Thank you.
I would. To be honest, I would.
But because of Disney, we will never fucking see that. We will never see Kyle Katarn. We will never see Kyle Katarn. We will never see the establishment of the new Jedi Order or the New Republic because, the First Order destroyed the New Republic before we even actually got to see any of it.
All right, I was mistaken. I have seen the Last Jedi movie.
That's the one where Han dies, right?
I think that's when Luke disappears into the Force.
Well, we were talking about the one where Han dies.
That's The Force Awakens.
Okay. Then aside from Solo, that was the last Star Wars movie I watched willingly.
Let's see here. All right, I watched The Last Jedi. All right, I have not seen The Rise of Skywalker, which I didn't hear good reviews on it.
You heard right. I mean, you watched Mecca's stream when that happened, right? And all the Raylos having a tantrum.
Mean today? You mean today?
No, this was months ago.
I don't recall.
Well, yeah, Mecca took a soundbite of the shitbag who was having a temper tantrum / meltdown saying they fucking hate Star Wars because, well, Ray and Kylo Ren weren't able to get together at the end of the movie. I think Kylo Ren died.
Because Kylo Ren died, right? That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm. And another character that pisses me off because we'll never see her because they killed off Luke is Luke's wife. Her name is
He had a
more
wife.
redeeming. Oh yeah, they had a wife. They had a child. Han and Leia had 2 children, and we'll never see any of them, thanks to Disney and all their woke ass, fucking stupid ass, dumb fuck bullshit.
All right, so I haven't seen Rise of Skywalker, I haven't seen Rogue One, and I haven't seen Solo. Those are the only 3 I haven't seen so far.
You're better off.
I'll probably get to them at some point if I feel like it.
Honestly, you're better off just watching, or not watching. You're better off reading the expanded universe and getting just as pissed off as the rest of us are.
Well, to me, where the Star Wars story ends, in my opinion, was it? I think it was Revenge of the Sith. I think.
Episode 3.
That's where that to me is where the story ends.
And see, if you had a decent PC, or, an Xbox One, you could buy Knights of the Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords, and a handful of the other earlier Star Wars games before Disney took over. And they would fill in plot holes for you.
Okay.
Like I was saying during Jesse's stream, when Leia was captured by the Empire, they were interrogating her as to the location, as to the hidden rebel base, and she had said Dantooine. Dantooine actually had a Jedi enclave on it during the time of the Old Republic, during the time of the Jedi Civil War and the Mandalorian Wars. And Revan is retrained there. Spoiler alert. Revan is the main character in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. You just have no clue about it. Until now, anyway. But one of the characters you meet along the way is, well, you meet him at the Anchorhead spaceport on Tatooine, and he begs for you to buy him. His designation is HK-47. HK-47, as I had said during Jesse's stream, is an assassin droid that was built by Lord Revan to take out key political opponents upon his and his apprentices' return to Republic space. And in KOTOR 2, you find out that Revan gave HK-47 a menagerie of targets by Revan for him to eliminate. Meanwhile, during those tasks, HK-47 took out a handful of others who could have, in HK-47's eyes, could have been rather problematic once Revan had come back. As HK-47 quoted, freebies, if you will. 47 had absolutely no orders to eliminate these targets, but 47 deduced that these other political opponents, once Revan had come to power, could have been rather problematic for the new reigning Sith Lords' command of the Empire and the Republic.
So HK-47 took steps. And, well, in the game, depending on what you ended up doing at the end of the first one, you either became the conqueror of known space, or you became the savior of known space. And that's pretty much where the first one ends. The second one begins, I think, maybe 10 to 15 years after the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War. And your ship, the same ship that was in the first one, the Ebon Hawk, is essentially dead stick adrift in space. It had just suffered an attack from another Sith ship and was damaged beyond repair. The prologue tells you that, well, during the prologue, you end up having to take command of the ship. Well, not really command of the ship because, again, the ship is pretty much dead. The engine is shut off and damaged beyond repair. You end up having to take command or take control of the character. He's a utility droid, much like R2. He's an astromech droid. His designation is T3M4, who's also in the first one. And you have to repair the ship enough to where you can essentially put the ship in sort of a limp home mode, and you're adrift in space just outside of the Paragus mining facility. And that's where you end up limping the ship to. And your character, as well as a handful of others, are dead and or dying. And yeah, you end up docking at the Paragus mining facility, and your character ends up coming to in the med bay after finding out the rest of the you wake up in what they call a Bacta tank, BACTA, Bacta, a Bacta tank, which is essentially like a. Have you ever seen Starship Troopers?
Let me. It sounds familiar. Star Trip Troopers. Star Trip.
I mean, you might have been in middle, or you might have been. It came out when I was in middle school, and I'm what, about 10 years older than you, something like that.
You're 7 years older than me.
Okay.
Same as Jesse. 1997. Right. So I was probably in elementary school by then.
Okay. So you more than likely didn't see this movie till much, much later. Well,
I recognize the name, but I haven't I have not watched the movie.
It's a good movie. I highly recommend it. It's funny in parts. I wouldn't say it's terribly scary, but it does have some like holy shit moments. But
okay.
It's a good movie. I highly recommend it.
All right. But we should look for that on Tubi or YouTube.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the main characters in the movie, his name is Rico. He ends up in a similar kind of tank where during the first invasion of the planet Klandaptu, he ends up getting grievously injured to where in the initial invasion, one of the other main characters is looking for his name because they all went to school together, looking for his name in the KIA list, finds it, but he's not dead. In fact, you find him in a tank, essentially having his wounds healed slowly by I mean, it's little robots. I mean, he's pretty much being floated in a it looks sort of like a saline tank, something to keep his wounds from becoming infected, and allowing his body to heal at the same time while it's also being repaired. But a Bacta tank essentially ramps up your body's own ability to repair itself. And that's where your character in KOTOR 2 is waking up from. Come to find out, when your ship docked there about 2 or 3 weeks before you actually came to. You find a bunch of video logs stating that a handful of the miners deduced that or figured out that your character was a Jedi, and the Empire, or no, rather the Exchange, is paying a rather sizable sum for any and all Jedi as far as bounties. And these idiots get it in their thick ferrocrete skulls that they're going to fucking cash in on your freaking corpse, essentially, as far as they're concerned. They're going to cash in on your corpse for the bounty on Jedi. And suffice to say, it doesn't go according to plan for them. You wake up in your Bacta tank, and as far as you know, you are the only survivor on Paragus until you go into the morgue and you start searching a handful of dead bodies. Once you've searched the final body, the first body you search sits up on the table and stands up, and it's this woman. Her name is Freya. And she asks you, find what you're looking for amongst the dead. Let me, all right, I'm going to send you a link in the private chat.
All right.
As soon as I find it.
No, I'll let you go. I know you had to get some sleep. Yeah,
I highly recommend you give it a listen. I'm not going to lie, it is long. It's about 2 hours long.
Okay.
It is The Philosophy of Freya.
Okay. Philosophy of Freya. Okay.
You come to find out from talking to her, she becomes a permanent member of your party.
Okay.
You come to find out that she was one of the many masters that Revan had. So in a sense, she was one of the many people that taught Revan about the Force and the various aspects of the Force, and it's really fucked up because we all view the Jedi as the heroes and the guardians of peace and anything else good in the galaxy.
And the Sith are the bad guys.
Right. But here's the fucked up thing.
Okay.
The Jedi Order back then, they when Revan fell to the dark side, they started pointing fingers at Freya because she was one of the last people to teach Revan about the Force. So they blamed Revan's fall on her, squarely on her shoulders, and essentially banished her from the Jedi Order. Not even any kind of council, court hearing, or anything like that. Nope, just pack your shit and get the fuck out. And
Unfortunate.
yeah, Freya ends up following Revan to battle against the Mandalorians. And at the final battle of Malachor 5, the Republic soldiers there ended up detonating a mass energy weapon called the Mass Shadow Generator. It was essentially designed to generate a gravity well that sucked in any and all ships within the blast radius into the ship or into the planet's surface. And it killed millions on all sides. There were a handful of people who remained, one of which was, of course, Revan, the main character of KOTOR 2, Malik, who was Revan's apprentice, and then there was Kreia, and I don't know their names pre-fall, but they came out being known as Darth Sion, the Sith Lord of Pain, and Darth Nihilus, the Sith Lord of Hunger. And Kreia was also known as Darth Treya, the Sith Lord of Betrayal. And the three of them formed a rather tenuous pact or allegiance with one another, where Darth Treya became their master. I'm going back on YouTube for a minute. Damn it. Fucking asshole phone.
Alright. Once you did that, I want to go to bed. I got stuff to do.
Alright. That's a good one. All right. I highly recommend you watch this shortly after we depart here,
Okay.
so you can get an idea of just what happened to Kreia after the end of the Mandalorian and Jedi Civil War, and what happened to her after taking these two on as her apprentice. And this is exactly why there now exists the rule of two. Revan instilled or established the rule of two, to which no Sith had ever actually started this or began this until like 4,000, 5,000 years later, when Darth Bane came around, or up until Darth Bane came around, because going back to him, once Bane came around, the Sith numbered in Legion well over 200,000 or 300,000 Sith able to use the dark side of the Force. Bane saw this as an abomination of the dark side, and believed that, much like Revan, instead of a club being used to just bludgeon your opponents with, the dark side could be used as a blade to cut through and destroy your opponents like kind of like a scalpel cuts through flesh. That was how Bane and Revan saw that. They believed that was how the Force, especially the dark side, should be used, much like a blade, cut through any and all who oppose you. I have other friends of mine who don't believe the same way as I do, and they're wrong.
Mm.
But yeah,
Alright.
I'll let you go because
Alright.
I'm about to pass out myself.
Yeah, I'm getting tired. But I'll catch. Will you? I guess I'll see you later today with Deranged.
Yeah, I'll be there. What are you watching? Anything good?
I don't know. We can discuss that in the back room. And
Okay.
I don't. It would probably be after Jesse's weekly update if he's still planning on it. I don't know.
Okay.
All right, I'll catch you later.
I have an idea. Why
What?
don't we all watch The Philosophy of Freya? Or listen to, rather.
Well, we'll see. All
Because
right.
Freya, much like myself, I would have to say I'm not exactly dark side. I'm definitely not light side. Much like Freya, I'm somewhere in between. I would, however, say I probably lean more toward the dark side because, well, there are things that you have to do in life that aren't exactly nice, that aren't exactly kosher or coof. And it takes one with a strong will to be able to do these things. Something a Jedi wouldn't necessarily jump right into.
Mm-hmm. I'll be
not saying I would do this without thought, but say, for example, you come across or come into contact with someone of, we'll say, low moral content with people younger than themselves. Much younger than themselves. And, well, the justice system isn't effective as it should be. I'm at that level, to the point of where, yeah, the justice system just doesn't do the justice it should, especially to wastes of human flesh like that, to where really the only way to put people like that to justice is, well, if you catch my drift.
Mm-hmm. I'm more leading to the good side.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I don't see it as an unfortunate.
Good cannot exist without evil, my dear.
Unfortunately.
Why is that unfortunate?
I just don't. Yeah. Well, I just don't think we just. As human beings, I don't really think evil is essential.
Why not?
Why not? Because I believe there's good in everyone. Even,
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Saying that evil needs to be everywhere. I'm just saying that there is a balance that must be maintained. That good cannot exist without it, without evil.
True, but it's just my belief. When the world ends, all evil will cease to exist.
So will all good at that point.
Not necessarily. That's just my belief and my opinion on it.
I mean, everybody is entitled to their opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just here to suffice to say convince people that there is another alternative.
Which is also true. All right, I'm gonna let you catch some sleep. I have like stuff to do today.
I like doing stuff. I should have been
Yeah.
doing stuff today, but that didn't happen.
Nah, you need a break.
No, I don't. I need to be doing stuff. I need to be productive in order for me to be happy. And today was a completely and utterly unproductive day. I should have gone to my parents' house and picked stuff up from my dad. Stuff that I can melt down and make money with. But that didn't happen because, well, we had hellacious wind and rain all fucking day up until about 2 or 3 hours ago.
It was sunny today, but it was cold.
Lucky you.
Mm.
It was 50 degrees, 50 something degrees today.
I'll start to get
Hell and rain all fucking day.
it's in the 50s now, so it's getting down there.
Oh, you poor thing.
I'm okay with it. I know what it's like to live up north, so I'm fine.
I was born and raised in this shithole. I can't fucking stand it. I'd much rather be down there in South Texas. At least there I'd be relatively warm.
All right, I'll catch you later.
Alrighty.
All right, have a good night.
I will try. You as well.
All right. Good night, guys. Thanks for coming over. See you later. Peace.